most of us know what it's like to be hangry. I, of course, know that feeling. Maybe you missed a meal and now you're in a bad mood because you're hungry. Well, today we're going to learn about the science behind that hanger. Our next guest says eating certain foods can actually put you in a better mood. Here's Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary, an expert in ancient medicine and neurology. Hi, doctor.
Hi, Jenna, and I love that you started with hangry because I think we can all relate to that.
Yes, it is the worst feeling when you know you just need to eat and it's just putting you in a worse and worse mood. So people might think that eating clean or vegan is the best option for everyone, but doctor, you say the way food affects us is not a one-size-fits-all.
No, not at all. Actually, in the ancient science of Ayurveda, we eat according to our dosha, and dosha is a specific mind-body type, and there are three: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And so you actually alluded to the Pitta dosha, which tends to get hangry if they don't eat enough. So each one of these doshas has unique needs and needs a unique diet to keep it in balance.
Interesting, doctor. So can you tell us a little bit more about the different dosha types? What should each dosha eat?
Absolutely. So Vata is naturally a light build, so they have a smaller frame. They tend to be very creative and enthusiastic, and their energy levels can fluctuate, as can their digestion. And so they do not do well with like a raw diet or cold foods and drinks or crunchy light foods. They do really well with well-cooked foods and unctuous foods like ghee and oil. Pitta dosha, which was the one that you were referring to, they are more medium build, they're muscular, have pretty high energy, and they're very goal oriented. But if they get out of balance, they can get angry, and they do not do well with foods that are heating, like chilies. They don't do well with fermented foods, and they do extremely well with foods that are cooling because they're naturally a heated build. They naturally have a heated mind as well. And so foods that are cooling would include things like melons, coconut, green leafy vegetables. And finally, the last dosha, which is the Kapha dosha, it's the largest of all of the doshas, and they have pretty steady energy, they're pretty calm, and they do not do well on diets that have a lot of meat or dairy. So when you see these high protein diets, they do awful on those, but they're naturally vegan. And so when each of these doshas get the diet that they need, they're in balance. But if Vata is eating the wrong diet, it can tend towards having anxiety. When Pitta is having the wrong diet, it can tend towards anger. And when Kapha gets the wrong diet, it has a tendency towards depression.
Wow, how interesting. So how do we know which dosha we are?
So the best way is, of course, to meet with an Ayurvedic physician, but we can't all do that. And so we have a dosha quiz online. You can just go to the website drkchaudhary.com and click on the link for the quiz, and you can take your quiz, figure out your body type, and finally start eating for your mind body type and make the whole thing easier rather than trying to guess what you should be eating.
And doctor, you also have some books that help people experience better control over their health and the way that they feel. So tell me about The Prime and Sound Medicine.
So The Prime is a book that I wrote, which is, it's actually a summary of my program for brain rehabilitation, so for neurorehabilitation. But as people go through the program, they spontaneously lose weight. And The Prime tells a lot about the doshas as well. So if you want to learn more about the doshas and learn about the mind-gut connection and how to lose weight spontaneously, check out The Prime. Sound Medicine is a book where I explain the ancient use of sound for healing. And I'm also linking it to the modern science, including quantum physics, that explains why sound is such a potent and powerful way to heal the body and the mind.
Well, doctor, very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us. If folks, they want more information about you, or if they want to purchase one of the books, where can they do all that?
You can go to Amazon or wherever books are sold to get the books, and just go to drkchaudhary.com to learn more about Ayurveda and your dosha.
All right. Thank you again, and have a great day.
Thanks, Jenna.